Welcome to the Poundcast. Today we have Chase Bernstein. She's right here. And if you're not watching this and you're only listening, you can watch this on youtube.com/thepoundcast. We are on YouTube. And today we are brought to you by lvjco.com. That is the website where you can get Louisville vegan jerky. And if you use the code word Poundcast30, you're going to get 30% off through January. But this might not come out you might still have it a day or two. But if not, just use the code word Poundcast for 20% off. That's still a ton. And Louisville vegan jerky is plant-based jerky made in the USA, bagged in the USA, from Louisville, Kentucky. And it comes in all kinds of delicious flavors and all kinds of different...
You got to try the honey barbecue.
Brent is freaking out about the new honey barbecue, which is actually made with agave syrup because it's plant-based. It is not harming any bees.
It's honey spelled Honee, the way it's meant to be spelled.
Louisville Vegan Jerky. Get it at lvjco.com, or you can get it at Whole Foods or Sprouts or any kind of great grocery stores you like.
It's bagged in the United States, and it's got a shelf life of 9 months. You could have a baby in that time.
You could buy the bag now, get that baby going, and then in 9 months when that baby's born, you could say, instead of smoking a cigar, you could be like, I'm going to have this Louisville Vegan Jerky.
Celebrate with your boys.
Celebrate with your boys.
Get a bag of cowboy steak when that baby pops out.
And General Tso's is a new forever flavor, so that's some great news that we've just been bringing to you.
And General Tso's has got that tangy flavor. Doesn't it have that tangy kind of
what's good?
Citrusy almost kind of flavor to
Jamaican jerk. I'm still thinking about that flavor.
You know what? I need to get some jerk.
I'm gonna bring
Can you jerk me off?
I'll jerk you off. Next time I see you, I'll jerk you off with that Jamaican jerk. Now check this out. Another big announcement. Pound House is coming back. Pound House Season 4. We are in Indiegogo. We're doing our first ever crowdfunding campaign, and it has been a huge success. So if you want to help us make it, and we're trying to reach our goal, but if you want to help us go beyond our goal,
we actually had an original goal that was actually higher.
Yeah, I made the goal lower than we were hoping, but look, just go to Indiegogo, search Pound House. Yeah, I pinned it on my Instagram and my Twitter. The link will be right there. And
the way I like to think of it is that think of it like you're paying for, of course it's going to be free to the public, but imagine if it was something you did have to pay for, but it was a sliding scale. You pay what you want. That's kind of what I like, how I like to do it, because you're paying in advance to see it.
We are a mom and pop organization.
That's how I like to think.
And we made a little video. It stars Omar. So if you go there, you might get a kick out of the video just for fun anyway. But look, check that out. One other thing, if you want to support us for real, this show with wonderful guests such as Chase Bernstein, if you go to patreon.com/poundcast and become a Pound Pimple, you will have access to the bonus show that we do every day called Unzipped. Every episode has an Unzipped that is only available for Patreon subscribers. Patreon.com/Poundcast.
We did some puns and stuff and kind of a thing, and even Aaron got involved, and we did.
Yeah, we talked about a lot of different countries. Trust me. In capitals. We just went through the globe.
We mentioned a lot of countries.
We talked about Liechtenstein. Patreon.com/Poundcast. And you know what? Let's get on the show.
Let's get on the show here.
Let's get on the show. I can't wait to talk to Chase Bernstein.
We got stand-up comedian Chase Bernstein.
And she's going to be at the 2 at Cruise Show March 7th, 2023. It's a Tuesday night at the Dynasty Typewriter. Get your plane tickets now.
It's a Tuesday night.
It's a Tuesday night.
It's a Tuesday night, March 7th.
If you fly out, maybe I'll put you on the list.
You better take them up on that offer.
It'd be crazy if somebody flew out for that. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Okay?
All right, you ready to roll
the clip?
You ready to roll the clip? Check this out. You gonna roll the clip?
Yeah.
Yeah, ready? Let's do this.
Roll it.
You got a point. There it is.
Brent, talking to each other. Doug and Brent, what will they talk about today? Doug and Brent are talking to some pimples. Doug and Brent will talk to their friends, and Doug and Brent talking on the Poundcast. And we are on the Poundcast. That artwork there, by the way, Chase asked what it was. That is our friend Marika Jacinta. She's French, I think. So
She's definitely French.
She's definitely French, but she doesn't live in France now. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. But Marika, thank you for the art. I still love it. And here we are with our guest, Chase Bernstein.
Hi.
Can we get a crunch from the pretzel?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Pretzel crunch.
There we go.
Hey, wow. How about that? Huh?
I don't even recognize this pretzel. Like, it's not one of the main brands. I don't
Oh,
think.
really?
Yeah. But I like it.
Oh, do you know the brands?
Well, I don't think it's a Snyder's.
Snyder.
Snyder's are those fat ones?
Yeah.
I like those Snyders. I hate to say it.
No, I love them.
I love to say it, but I
Yeah.
hate the Snyder. Wait, is there anything that you love to say that you hate something?
Wait, I love to say.
Wait, what are you annoyed by?
I'd love to say.
Oh, we're starting with that?
Because that would be perfect. You could say,
Okay.
you know what? I love to say it, but I am annoyed by it.
Yeah. That's a funny.
You know what I
That's
mean?
a funny thing. What's the concept
It's
here?
like, it's like something you hate so much that you're like, I love to. You're not just
Or,
like.
okay, let me understand
You're like,
this.
okay,
I
yeah,
hate to say it, but I love something that's generally something off-putting,
just
right?
boring
That's
or-
something off-putting. So
yeah.
then you would say, I love to say it, but I hate something good. It's something that people like. I love to say it, but I hate ice cream. Or something, or I just,
No, it doesn't
I'm
have to be
disgusted by ice cream, or something like that, right?
Just something that you love to say that you hate.
Or
You could just say something, I love to say it, but I hate when
hate to say it,
I
but-
hate COVID.
Or you could,
That's what it would work. I love to say it, but I hate COVID.
Okay, yeah, that's
or
it.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah, or something like, I love to say it. I love to say it, but Saddam Hussein didn't really he did a lot of harm to people. Something like
I
that.
love to say. Wait, that's sick. If you love to say that,
Oh, I love to.
it's like you like that he did the harm to people.
What am I
That does
trying to
not
say?
make any sense.
No. Or
Yeah, I hate the harm he's done. I love to say it, but I hate the harm Hussein has done.
something like that.
That
yeah.
sentence has never been uttered.
Well, no, because I hate to say it, but someone might say something like, "Oh, I hate to say it, but this guy who's maybe a bad guy, so he did some pretty good work, or as a whatever, you know what I mean, or
Right.
something like that."
He's a good painter.
Yeah, he was a good painter.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but he was a good painter. So the idea is that I love to say it, but I love to say it. I guess it's not a but. I love to say it, and he wasn't a very good painter. Or something like that.
You lost me
It's
there.
getting away from
You're
me.
getting away from it, Brent.
I don't know.
You went too
You're going
abstract.
too far
I'm
in.
trying to really
It should be like
understand
this.
it.
I love to say it, but Jim Carrey, he's a bad painter.
I love to
No, that doesn't
say
work
it.
either.
It's and. I think you got to say I love to say it and.
I
Nah,
love
it's
to
but.
say it.
It's always a but.
I love to
But-
say it.
Chase Bernstein, welcome to the
Yeah.
Poundcast.
Thank you.
What do you love
It
to
is-
say but?
Yeah.
I love to say it, but should I really say it?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
This gate at my apartment
Uh-huh.
complex. It's an outdoor situation.
A car
There's-
gate?
No, like a gate
Cold
to
gate.
get into the courtyard.
Right. It's a
You
foot
know.
traffic gate.
Exactly.
Okay.
There's no code. It's just a gate. People, now there's a sign on the door. It says, please keep gate closed at all times because, I guess people could just come in, get people's packages, whatever. That doesn't really happen. But people, and that's fine. We can keep the gate closed. People don't know how to close the gate so that it's not the loudest sound
Oh,
ever
one of
made on
those.
planet Earth.
Right.
And my place is right next to the gate. And I work right there
You
by
get the loudest
window.
slam of everybody.
Yes. And people,
You get
they're
to
not
slam
just
all day long.
like letting it go. They're like throwing it open and it's coming back with so much force, slamming. Truly, I've lost my mind over this gate. And
Gate. We're talking about gate. This is
yeah.
gate.
Gate. Oh my God. I've actually So I've told my landlord about it. I'm like, listen, we got to keep this gate open because there is a rock that keeps the gate open during the day so people can go in and out. This one woman, she doesn't like the rock. So I've seen her do it. She comes from the garage, she takes the rock and she throws it. Okay.
Into a window?
Into like this lemon tree area where there's a lot of vines. And every morning I go in and get it.
How big?
A big rock,
It's
like a
time to
decent size.
Take it to the Home Depot level where you come in with some kind of hook.
Yeah.
It's not a rock. It's a clean, professional latch that'll keep. That's just off the top of my head.
Wait, so that's going on the gate, like just a different latch, a quieter latch?
Something that will keep, if you want to keep the gate open without a rock, I get it. Does she not like the rock or does she not like the gate open?
I think she just doesn't like the gate open, and it's like, that's fine. I close it at night because I take my dog out at like 11. So it's like most people are in by 11. So I'm always like, I'll close the gate for us and leave the rock here. So in the morning when I come out, I can just, there's the rock. Let's keep it open. There's UPS, there's Amazon coming.
Yeah.
I mean, I've written a note in one of my darkest moments that I put on the gate. And my landlord got so mad.
What did the note say?
Well, all right. The note said...
Dear shitheads.
The note said...
Leave it.
And this is something I whipped up really quickly. Like, there wasn't a lot of thought that went into this.
Yeah, was it typed out?
I wrote it out.
You wrote it out.
I wrote it out instantly. Yeah, it just came out of me. It said, were you raised in a barn?
You really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Were you raised in a barn? If no, please consider closing the gate more quietly. And if yes, I'm sorry to hear it. And that's what I put. And that's what I put.
Yes, I love to hear it.
Yes, I love to hear that you
or something.
Yeah. So, and then like my landlord texted me and he's like, you cannot put up like sarcastic notes like that. Like,
oh my gosh.
Now people think I wrote it, and I'm like, okay,
funny.
No one thinks you came up with that. Like, you know, and it's like in like nice handwriting.
It's in girly handwriting.
Yeah, and I'm just like, no one thinks this is you, and it's just like it's not even really sarcastic. Like, it honestly is like a legitimate question I have because I don't understand why. See, I get so riled up. I don't understand why people
That is funny that
are just letting go of this gate. Like, it's just
it needs one of those soft closes that's like
yes,
it needs one of those
monitored, so it just like
like those toilet seats that they don't they slam, they have a little soft.
Yes, that would be incredible.
You need that. Talk to the landlord. Can you upgrade for a soft close?
And in fact, in a way, because he didn't get that soft close on the thing, and he's concerned about that note being his, people thinking it's his note. Well, maybe that might motivate him to get something close.
I have an idea.
And I have an idea.
I have several ideas.
Okay.
One idea, you're sitting there, you can see who's doing these things?
Yeah, because I can see out the window. I've recorded a lot of that
Really?
video
Here's
when I
my
was going to
idea.
piece together a montage.
That's funny.
Well, no, yeah, do
and then
that.
I was like, I don't have time for this.
That's a good idea.
Just set up the camera, roll, get screen grabs of every person that slams the gate, and then put it up kind of like at the convenience store where it's like thief,
That's
like
really funny.
It's like
Gate
slammers. If you see these people, please tell them to stop slamming the gate. Like laminated,
wow,
fully, attached to the gate with like zip ties, so people can't just pull it down.
Right.
Or it just has their picture and it just says, instead of saying thief or whatever, or slammer, it just says raised in a barn, raised in a barn. Just raised in a
I
barn.
do have a problem with the raised in the barn because when you say, what, were you born in a barn? That's when people leave a door open.
Okay, true.
That's the comeback.
Yeah,
that's the
that
burn.
is true.
That's the slam for.
Because barn doors are.
I guess I don't know why that is. I guess if you raised in a barn, you leave a door open. Who knows? But
it doesn't quite check out. But it's more of like just like, where are your manners? Like, why would you slam a gate?
I fully agree with you.
Right. Well, no, yeah, where people are being inconsiderate of noise.
Yeah.
Because, and you know what? Honestly, I learned my lesson. This was some years ago, but I used to throw trash away in my apartment building, and I used to, kind of let the lid, the bin lid, one of those big, kind of trash
Dumpster.
can. Yeah, dumpster. Yeah, I used to kind of let it slam, you know,
Okay.
and I wasn't thinking that that might be loud to somebody, or that I didn't even think someone could hear that, you know.
Yeah.
And then I started hearing somebody told me, at night that could really bothers them, you know, and that people are slamming or letting it slam, and so after I heard the complaint, after that I always very carefully lowered the lid so that it didn't slam, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, the real answer is probably you got to kill him with kindness and say, "Can you please slam the gate? I'm right by the window." And then picture you, like, and then you're going like this. You're like,
Hey.
"The gate drives me crazy."
And maybe it says, "Not raised in a barn, not used to this."
You could also do this. You could give them positive rewards or like positive motivation. Say, "Slam the gate quietly. Come to apartment 101 for your treat."
For a Hershey kiss. For a Hershey kiss.
Yeah. One
No,
Hershey,
I mean, I
one Tootsie
shouldn't
Roll.
have to provide
one Tootsie Roll for every
anything.
soft gate close. And by the way, I know you did it because I'm watching. Put a sign that says, "Hey, look to your right," and you're right there. You're like,
Well, I have
and
out
then
the
they
window.
know, like,
yeah. I have gone like when someone slams the gate, I try with every fiber in my being and go, "Oh, can you please not slam the gate out the window?" I've done it like maybe
you have
4
said
times.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, what do they say?
They don't say anything.
Wait, do you open the window and say that?
Yeah.
And they don't respond?
No.
They don't even see you.
No.
They don't acknowledge you in any way.
No.
Are you not saying it loud enough?
I think I am. I mean, the window's open. Like,
What if you
it's
say,
right-
"Hey, excuse me"?
Okay,
Excuse
yeah.
me?
Well,
Or
because
do
part
this,
of me
try
doesn't
this.
want to like actually engage. Like, I just want to like
Well,
get that
maybe
out
if
of my
you engage, they would
system.
see a human being behind it. You know what I mean?
I
They'd
know.
realize, this is loud for this person.
Yeah.
Here's one other thing you do. Next time it slams,
Yeah.
here, have the gate slam go like this.
Yeah.
Or go, do that. Ready?
"Me?
Any of you. Go
You
ahead.
can do it.
Da 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 da. Let the boys be boys.
Slam!"
You know, you just,
Oh yeah, hit that sample every time.
you know, and then you just say that, and then they'll start to think, I don't know, maybe they'll get something. They'll hear
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Or you could,
I like that.
It'll be a song that
I
they
like
can
that.
groove to, and they think, "Oh yeah, you're right. That is kind of."
you know,
And that might make it more fun for me.
Brent and I are doing a crowdfunding campaign
Okay.
for another season of Poundhouse, and it's been our first campaign of such a thing, and it's quite a success so far.
Okay.
So I'm thinking maybe you could do a small one, just raise $200, and
For
I'll
different
be
gate?
happy to chip in.
to hire the band Onyx to come perform live every time they slam the gate.
Yeah, they're right there behind the gate. No, you hire someone. You know, you could hire someone, a casting call kind of thing, $200 for a day, and they're just there for 8 hours or maybe more, and they have a basket of like treats,
Wow. Okay.
and then they're behind the gate.
Yeah.
So when the gate is slammed,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
they're standing there with the treats, and
Yeah.
then they're kind of looking at them, and then the person comes in, they're like, "Oh, not for you. You slammed."
Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
And then they'll be like, "Oh, if I don't slam, I'll get a treat."
Yeah. Exactly.
Or
And-
or they have a bag of treats and a bag of coal, and they give them the coal if they
Oh yeah.
they slammed it. You know.
And they have a little sound meter that's like, you know, like the applause meter.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah.
"Oh, look, you got into the red here, so
Yeah.
you get the coal." Or not coal, just something worse. How about you that same person for an extra $100, they go collect
Yeah.
the local dog dumplings
Dog dumplings.
around the neighborhood, and then they get a dog dumpling. They just need negative and positive reinforcement.
So
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
dog dumplings, or they can get fruit dumplings. Either they're gonna get a dumpling regardless.
yeah, one dumpling per gate close. Which will yours
will it
be?
be? Yeah.
Fruit or dog.
Fruit or dog, or savory. You know, we could go dim sum.
Right.
There's a dim sum cart right there, and there's like one. They're all covered in little doughy dumplings,
Yeah.
and
It's
some of them have the dog dumplings in it.
Wow.
it's a mystery.
It's not a mystery.
The person knows.
They'll know. Oh, it's
Okay.
because I slammed. That's why I got this dog
Oh,
dumpling.
yeah.
Like, damn.
They'll know immediately.
They'll go,
why.
damn.
Damn. How about $1? $1
Yeah.
for nice clothes.
You
And
could
it's all
just
raised from Kickstarter.
You could run after somebody
Yeah.
and just say, "Hi, sorry to bother you. Could you close the gate quieter? It's really loud, and I'm right. Our place is right there.
I know.
Sorry to bother you.
Oh, I know what else you could do.
I know. I really don't like confrontation. But
That's not confrontational.
That's why we hire.
I know, but
hire someone.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Hire somebody to do that.
No, but I should actually do it myself.
Or hire somebody to do that.
Yeah.
Hire a person to come out to pretend to be the person who's living there.
Right.
And maybe it's a buff guy. Maybe it's our friend Omar.
Right.
He comes out. Excuse me. I live right here, and when you slam the gate, it's really loud. It really hurts my ears. This buff guy,
It's a register. Yeah.
And then he has you hire kids too, and I record. I work with audio recording and voiceovers, and my children here, I won't be able to feed them if you keep slamming the gate. So,
LA
you got to get the kids in there. There's my puppy here hates, get a puppy involved.
Well, yeah, my dog does hate when the door slams. I feel
really?
like it's making her more just
anxious,
on edge.
Yeah, really.
We're all on edge because even when someone's not slamming the gate, I'm like, are they about to slam the gate?
Here's another
it's a real
option.
problem. Yeah.
Does your go ahead.
You could get there's certain things like a noise will trigger. They have certain contraptions like a sound can trigger something, right? So you could set some kind of sound triggering massive speaker that if the gate hits the triggers the switch,
Yeah.
a really crazy loud screech happens at that person. So they learn not to do that.
I like that.
I have a good screech sound right here. I could kind of show you guys that I just pulled last night. You could do something like that. Yeah.
How about this?
I want something a little longer.
This is kind of
I want them to really. Yes.
You could do something like that every time it slams.
That's pretty funny. It's funny. It's a worse. It's a worse sound for you, but it's for a greater purpose.
Yeah.
That made me think of
sacrifice a day with just.
Yeah. Right.
It'd be teaching. A day, yeah. Maybe the day you're out, a
day of teaching.
That's true.
A day of reckoning. But you know what? It made me think, okay, when it slams, it probably vibrates the gate more, right? Than it normal, right? Maybe that vibration is enough of vibration to trigger a mechanism that either makes a domino fall and it hits the other dominoes. You have to. It'd be a pain in the butt to set this up all the time, but eventually, it's one of those things where it hits a thing and then a boot hits a thing. It's like a mousetrap thing, and eventually a cage comes down on the person. And they're just stuck. They're trapped. So there's a booby trap.
Yeah.
So it slams too hard. It's going to trigger the booby trap.
I like that.
It's going to be a lot to set up every time.
Yeah.
But it might be worth
really
it.
Powerful suggestions. Yeah.
There's a lot of options here. You could also haunt them. Figure out who's, it's take
everyone
notes.
Except one person.
Who's the one person?
This girl who actually was kind of the one who brought it to my attention a while ago. She's like, God, I always think about you because she's like, even from my place back there, I hear people slamming the gate. And she's like, so I can't even imagine how loud it is for you. And I'm like,
right?
Yeah. And then it just brought it.
Then you start thinking about it.
And then I was like, yeah. And then
you start thinking.
She shuts it so quietly. Mm-hmm. She's an angel. And then everyone else is just like, I'll fucking kill them.
They're a monster.
Yeah.
You got it. Yeah, they should just note that. Maybe not enough people saw the note.
Not
maybe
enough people saw it. It was taken down prematurely.
Maybe there could just be a note that says, "Please do not, please do not slam." If it's a nicer note,
just please do not slam gate.
Yeah.
Please do not slam gate.
I'm always tempted to put a little
baby
something
sleeping
on it, but yeah,
sleeping baby.
Yeah.
Then they gotta comply. Bring the baby into it. Lie, little white lie.
You could say, slamming the gate is child abuse.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah,
then
something along
then
those
if somebody
lines.
sees the sign and they still slam, hire someone to be a cop. Be like, hey, just a warning.
Yeah, this is.
I heard that there's child abuse happening in here. Apparently, a lot of the neighbors are saying that you slammed the gate and it is affecting a baby. So this is just a warning, just a heads up. And then they're like, then they start stripping because there's a cop stripper. They're like, by the way, things are getting a little hot in here. I have to write you a citation. They start stripping. They're like, okay, I won't slam the gate anymore. Jeez.
Love it.
Just out of curiosity, what was the age range of the woman that you?
She's probably
that was agreeing with you.
34.
Interesting. So
35.
She's younger, is what I guess.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And who are the slammers? What age ranges of the slammers?
The slammers are a bit older, I will say.
That's interesting.
Are they all ex-pro wrestlers by chance?
I mean, not to my knowledge, you know.
Are
it's
they
like
men and women?
both? Just a real combo. It's like just no
And by
one.
older, you mean 50 and up kind of a thing?
Yeah,
60?
I mean, I would say actually no. The two girls who live above me are probably like 39, 40, and they're just slamming their heads off.
Really?
Yeah. Two of the worst, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's hard to track, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what I
Wait,
would
if
do?
they live above you, you can do some banging.
Oh, I do.
Do some torture banging.
There's like dents in my ceiling.
Do
from my
the
broom.
speaker
There is?
Yeah.
From what? What do they do up
from
there?
other stuff.
From other stuff?
Yeah, like she's just I don't know, trouncing. What's the word? She's just stomping around.
trampling
Like
and
she's
trouncing
truly in
trotting?
the military.
It is crazy how some people stomp in their places
She
sometimes.
is just stomping her
Boom,
ass off. I
boom,
mean, I did
boom.
tell
I've
her.
had that.
I told her.
It's
I was just like
yeah.
the boots, like maybe not like put on your like boots at 6:30 a.m. I mean, I don't wear shoes in my house, so it's like
Right.
when people wear shoes, I'm just like,
Well,
why are you wearing shoes?
Or just
at 6:30
or just
in the
even if you're wearing
morning?
the shoes, just be conscious that
truly.
people can hear it and just
Yeah.
be quiet about the way. It's crazy though, the stomping. That's crazy. You know what I would do? Write a note, a nice note. I've done this before in my old apartment building. A woman below me used to put
Below me?
Yeah, I was like, wait, her name's
A woman below me?
You truly, yeah. I thought that was her name.
That's what you
You're
heard,
like,
right?
This woman below me.
This woman below me. She used to stomp.
She used to put music on really loudly in the morning and talk really loudly on the phone in the morning. We're talking 6 in the morning kind of a
I
thing.
just cannot do.
And,
yeah.
I wrote a note. I went down there, and I wrote a note and I put it on her door.
Okay.
It was a nice note. I said, "Hey,
Yeah.
I could. It's pretty loud. I can hear it.
Yeah.
I'm right above you, and if you could." And she stopped.
Okay.
Some
Yeah.
people are reasonable. That's rare.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't blast the music in the morning.
Yeah.
I said, could you wait till 10 a.m.
Yeah.
to
See,
blast
if you
music?
come up with some kind of nice compromise, usually people will
Yeah.
comply. Because I had a noise thing with my neighbor, and he said, he gave me a time. It was like, I wasn't making the noise, but it was like some construction at my house was going on, and he said, can it happen after 9 or something like that? Then everything was fine.
Sometimes all it takes is saying something, and sometimes people don't realize things until they know about it.
I know.
Like I said, I was always throwing stuff in the dumpster and letting the lid just slam,
Yeah.
not thinking that anyone would hear it. But there
Right.
was
Right.
it was actually the person who lived below me.
Below me?
The woman below, the woman named who
Below
goes
me.
by below me,
Below me.
below me.
Oh my God. So you each had like a, hey, can you not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's good.
Because one day she saw me, she said, "Hey, you take your trash out late at night, right?" And I said, "Oh, well, sometimes, yeah." And she goes, "Yeah, can you, I can hear that. That's really loud when the lid slams." And I said, "Oh, I had no idea. I didn't know that it was
Yeah.
anyone could hear that. It makes sense that you could."
I know.
And I said,
You're like, I'll go roll the dumpster a few blocks away and do my slamming. 'Cause I love the slam.
I'll slam.
Yeah.
No, I'll slam during the day. I'll wait till after 10 a.m.
When you go to work, that's
Yeah.
I'll do my slamming.
Because I love that. So I got to get my slams in. I've got a certain amount of slams I got to get in every day. It keeps me grounded, keeps me focused.
Keeps me
Yeah.
focused.
How many slams did you get in today?
45.
I gotta get 10.
I got to get at least 10 slams in a day.
Yeah.
Damn.
Shoot, I'm only got
That's
7
it.
so far. You might want to plug your ears.
I'm trying to remember, but recently I was at a place with a metal gate or a metal
Okay.
door,
Yeah.
and it scared me how loud it was. I did not shove it shut. I just sort of like let it shut,
Yeah.
and it was like, "Gisha!"
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah.
It's the front door here.
was it here?
Yeah, it's terrible.
That one.
I don't even think it was.
It
this.
slowed
No,
down
it was,
today.
Yeah.
Was it today?
Yeah.
Was it here?
Wow.
Probably. It's terrifying me too.
I mean, so this is sort of a epidemic.
Mm-hmm.
Just like loud gates.
Well, you know what it is?
We could form a little cottage industry of gate quieters.
I think honestly, I started whispering. I was like, yeah, I think that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just gates, it's noise. It's always
I
been an
know.
issue.
Yeah.
The neighbors are noisy. That's always been a thing,
People are
right?
just making so much noise. This is the thing
People
where
are
I get so
considerate.
mad
With-
because I'm not making
inconsiderate.
any noise.
Right. They don't
I'm
think
just
about it.
like chilling, doing what I need to do, like in a quiet, respectful way.
I think I started to become considerate with noise. I learned about it in college. You know, when you would just you start to notice, oh, people are loud or you're being loud, and
Yeah.
people are trying to sleep or whatever.
Yeah.
And you just learn, oh, people, let's be quiet a little bit. And
Right.
I always, if I had Shears walls in a building or anything,
Yeah.
I always kept that in mind that, oh, people can hear this maybe. Let's keep it
Right.
down. Let's try to
Right.
not walk. So some people just don't care about how they walk. They boom, boom,
I
boom.
know,
They
I
wake up
know.
in the morning, boom, stomping around. I'm thinking, are you doing this for attention? Why are you
know.
stomping so loudly?
It probably amplifies. They don't hear it. Because you know what? I've had this clock in my house since I moved in. Since before I moved in.
What kind of a
Since-
clock?
It's just like a little. It's hard to explain, but it has your classic little. You put a AA battery in it every 5 years or something. It just
Okay.
goes.
Okay.
Oh,
And to me, I don't even hear it anymore. You know, because
Yeah.
I've just lived with it. And I was playing some games at my house the other night, and people were like commenting on it. I'm like, am I going deaf? And then I realized I'm so used to it, I don't even hear it anymore. It's like living on a
Yeah.
farm and not smelling the poo
Right.
or something.
speaking of being born in a barn, it's like
Yeah.
being in a barn and
I don't know what my point is, but I think
No, I get it.
in that respect, people just don't.
they don't realize
They
how
don't
loud it
realize.
is. They
People
don't realize.
And I'm so aware of like, and considerate and like worried about like annoying people with.
Yeah.
You know, I got headphones in if I want to like listen to something most of the time.
I
or
know.
I got this neighbor that like has speakers outside and he cranks the tunes. And I don't really like. I'm like it's fine. It's not too bad, but
Yeah.
it's not like all night or something. I've never
Right.
had to. It's never been a problem, but I couldn't imagine like imposing my music on other people,
I know. It's like I wouldn't even want that.
or like people that are on a hike
Oh
and
my
they got
God.
a
Listening to
Bluetooth blasting with like
podcasts
Drake is
on
going.
speaker.
You've heard podcast on a speaker?
Podcast. I've
Was it
seen
the
this girl
Poundcast?
twice.
I would approve of
hate to
that.
say it. I hate to say it was not fuck. Okay.
What
I don't
was
know.
it?
I love to say it.
I love to say it, but yeah, it wasn't.
Wait, which
yeah,
one? Who was
two
this?
times.
One
This
of the
girl.
one of the women upstairs.
No. Just like on the hike, random woman. Seen her twice, listening to a podcast on
Oh,
speaker.
Unbelievable.
I'm like,
Which
I
podcast?
almost, it's
Everyone
kind
has
of
your
so wild that I'm
phones.
like, all right,
which
I'm kind of
podcast are we
interested.
talking? WTF?
It was like,
something like that?
no, I feel like it was just like, a standard crime situation.
True crime
true
kind of
crime.
thing.
Yeah.
Women love true crime podcasts. You?
Just a run of the mill.
in
I
your
mean, I
head.
like the big
Most of it
ones,
is in
but I'm
your
not
head.
like deep in it. You
It's
know?
okay to throw a dish away. Thank you for your concern. How's that thing on your neck?
It's Marin.
So classic.
Um,
Anyway, I think I just need to get rich and move. Is my real solution.
That's the ultimate solution
Yeah,
because it's never
that's
it's
what
not
I'm
going to go
doing.
away. You can
No.
you could try to have a discussion with the landlord like, is there any way you could put a spring loaded what are they
Yeah.
called, like it's like it's not spring loaded, it's the
Yeah.
air gas it's a shock, basically a shock
Hydraulic.
absorber, a hydraulic shock absorber.
Or something like that.
It just slows the gate down.
Oh, maybe someone could shock the person if they slam it. Like if they take it past a certain threshold, it's gonna
A
shock
little
you.
taser goes zzz.
Yeah.
Are people just swinging the gate?
So just they're flinging it
That's
open.
crazy that
and
they're
they're
even
just
doing that.
letting it go.
If they didn't,
I can't get
if they
over
didn't
it.
swing it,
Yeah.
and they just sort of walked out and let the gate kind of do its own thing, would it slam?
It's still loud, but it's like I can tell, and most of the time it is this where people just they don't even try. Like it's just like a one fling and they're gone. There is just like when people try a little bit, you can hear the effort, and I appreciate it. But most people are just not extending that effort.
I just thought of something, and I
Please.
wonder if this is why people are slamming.
Okay.
Maybe they don't want to touch it.
No,
Okay.
I just can tell by these people. It's not their. It's not their.
You know what else I
concern.
don't understand why people do?
What?
Competing sound systems. Like, there's this place where we play volleyball in the park.
Ooh.
And these other guys play equivolley, which is a whole nother, it's an Ecuadorian volleyball game. It's a slightly different game.
Okay.
And they got their sound system, fine. So we just don't play our music because it's going to be like
Too much.
it's going to be like, it's going to drive us crazy. You can't really hear two things.
Right.
So we don't bother. And then there's somebody sets up like a little El Salvadorian restaurant in the park, a little kind of, like a portable like taco stand kind of thing. And they got their music and it's equally as loud as the volleyball guys. And there's just two songs going on at the same time. And there's no way that one of them is not bleeding into where the other one is either. So I'm thinking whoever gets there first, just they get dibs on the music. You
Yeah.
can't have these like competing, overlapping songs.
Genres.
It's
Yeah.
like a cacophony of
Yeah, it's
It
just
just-
a mess.
it's a mess.
Yeah.
What do I
think
do?
Oh.
What do we do? How do we fix
Have
that?
you
we do.
ever played your music or you've never?
I've definitely had a Bluetooth on the beach in a
Right.
camping situation, but never near other people cranked up.
Right.
It's like we're up in our own little zone.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
This is part of my solution, but I need to assess.
When I was a
some
kid, I
things.
had a boombox on my shoulder 24/7.
So classic.
Did you really?
No.
Yeah.
What
I wanted to.
genre of music are the two groups? What's the volleyball group? What is their genre?
It is Latino music.
What do you mean? Is it salsa?
I don't know. I'm not.
Is it
Does it have a
cantina
strong,
music?
strong beat?
I don't really think about what style it
Okay.
is.
Okay.
What's the style of the restaurant?
I feel like they're both similar Hispanic musics.
I guess what I'm trying to get at is this.
And I don't hate the music. I'm just saying the
that
overlapping music.
You create new music, fusing the two styles, and you get to the park earliest and blast that, and they will both like it because it's a kind of a combination
Yeah.
of both. But
Yeah.
it makes more musical sense though than
right.
just
It's
two
like
different.
more like in the same key and stuff.
Well, it is one track. It's one song. you
Right.
know?
Right.
And then they're both thinking, okay, yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
And the other one's thinking, yeah, I like this. There is no need when they don't have to
Right.
play their stuff. Hey, problem solved. One track to rule them all.
And actually, the taco stand one is at a crazy volume that I can't believe they sit there in front of this speaker and it's blasting like you're at a rock concert. And they're
Well-
just sitting there. I plug my ears just walking past it to go into my car.
Wow.
Hey, you set the volume
That's
on your
loud.
track.
Yeah.
But what if I go to the taco stand and I say, can you just turn the music down for 15 minutes? And then they turn it down, and then I get a bunch of friends to go, oh, wow, I'm going to try this food. And they all, they get a surge of customers. Like,
that's
wow,
funny.
it's so much nicer over here. I don't know. What did you do? Something different? And they'll think, oh, maybe the music is scaring people away.
Or just, subconsciously reinforce it.
And
yeah.
look, I know it's a cultural thing. Certain people like loud music. I just don't.
Yeah. Well, there's a time.
My
and a
ears are
place.
messed
I
up.
just don't want
But
loud
also, if
anything.
people are trying to order, they probably can't even hear them.
I don't like being in any place that's loud.
that's a
I don't
good
know
idea.
Where it is.
Yeah.
Go up and try to order and go like this. You're the guy behind the you're the guy behind the counter. Okay, you work there. Okay,
Right.
okay, go ahead. Okay. So
What would you like?
What?
What would you like to order?
What?
What would you like to order?
I can't. I'm gonna. I don't know. Can you? I don't know. I'm gonna go. I can't.
I can't hear.
I can't. I just wanted to order a taco,
Yeah.
and then I can't even hear the guy. I gotta go, or something like that. Maybe they'll get it. What? They're like, okay, I want, and then say, oh yeah, would you?
They're like, I want 20.
I like, what's in that? And then they go, what? Bell peppers? I was like, what? What? It's okay. I'm gonna go play. Never mind. I'm gonna go to Taco Bell.
I like flash mobbing for justice. You know what I mean? Because people remember those flash mobs were like?
Oh, yeah.
Haven't seen one of those in a while. Do a flash mob to send a message.
That's a 2000s thing, isn't it?
I know. Flash mobs for justice. So like, there's a restaurant or a business that's doing a door slamming gate. You flash mob. You pick it in front of the gate. Gate too loud. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like use it to change. Use it for positive change. Not to just go dance around in a mall and people go, whoa, that's neat. You know what I mean?
Right.
Do it for justice.
Agree.
So you're going to join me in my
I'm there.
flash mob.
It's just interesting when you say flash mob. It takes me back to another era.
It's a whole nother era.
It's a whole nother era. It takes me back to the.
When were they first introduced?
Well, I feel like they just got really popular. I remember in the mid 2000s.
They started by some kind of like improv theater group.
Improv Everywhere did it.
Improv Everywhere.
Improv Everywhere did it.
But I think they did it just for public displays of art or something, right? It wasn't nothing political or anything. It was just.
It was supposed to be a comedy thing, really.
Right,
I think.
maybe.
I think it was for comedic.
It
For
is
comedic value or
hilarious.
something.
Right.
Yeah.
No, not in this day and age. We can't afford comedy. We need justice in the world. We need to fix things. Can't be laughing anymore.
No, there's no time to laugh.
There's no time to laugh anymore.
Gates are slamming.
Has the gate slam ever messed up when you were trying to record something?
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing.
Oh, what were you trying to record? Your podcast?
Yeah. You know?
Let's find out, what does she do more?
What do you mean?
What does she do more? That's a weird, wrong sentence.
What does that mean?
Let's find out more about what is up with Chase.
I mean, what makes her tick?
What makes you?
Well, we know the gate slamming makes her
The
tick.
gate slamming is my number one. Like
That makes her
everything
stop
else,
ticking.
I'm so chill. That gate slam.
That makes her time bomb start ticking.
Lose my mind. I lose it.
What's your normal day like? People
Oh my
want to know.
God. Okay, I'll tell you. I've actually been really perfecting it. Okay, I've been waking up at 6:30.
Oh my
Wow,
gosh.
I like
Pound
that.
water.
Yeah.
Just as much as I can drink.
Why?
I don't know. I think it helps the organs or something.
It's a healthy thing.
Yeah.
They say.
They just kind of wake them up, get them moving.
Okay, you pound the water. How much can you
water.
pound down?
Not
until
much. But I'm
Okay.
just like, let's get a base.
Not a full.
This will probably take me a couple days,
Oh,
but
gotcha.
it looks nice. I'm working on my hydration,
Okay, gotcha.
but yeah, I do that, and then I do Duolingo Spanish.
Oh yeah.
See, yeah, and
¿Cuántos horas de Duolingos? para
solamente 5 minutos.
tú? Really?
What,
Yeah.
5 minutes?
5 minutes?
5 minutes?
Yeah,
That's
it's
all
a 5-minute lesson.
Really?
Really? And it's helping.
Oh my gosh, so much.
Really? Are you thinking in Spanish now?
I'm thinking in Spanish. Sometimes I talk to my dog in Spanish to practice.
Really?
Why are you learning Spanish?
I don't know. I just I miss it.
I was doing it too for a while because I went to
Yeah.
Spain last year and I was
Oh,
doing
really?
it for months leading up to it.
Yeah.
And then I got back from Spain. I'm like, I don't need that
And
anymore.
yeah.
But people
you
are speaking
do.
Spanish everywhere all the time.
It's funny.
all the
You said
time.
you came back home to Los Angeles, California, and
know.
thought to yourself, I don't need that anymore.
Well,
It's the most.
Did you even do it once when you
Spanish
came? I
city
mean, I
there.
get the
Spanish
thought
speakers
process.
here don't
Yeah.
want to speak Spanish to me as they do
Yeah.
when you're in Spain. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
they're like, if you try to speak Spanish at a taco truck, they'll just be like, I'd be like, un burrito con arroz y frijoles, es todo, no queso, no carne.
Okay, so one
And
burrito.
then they'll be like, okay, so a bean and rice burrito.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Then they'll just do that.
Yeah. I think, yeah. I don't know.
Okay, so after the 5 minutes of duo,
No, but it's cool to know. It's good. It's a good thing to have. Yeah.
My brain like is craving another language,
Yeah.
and so I'm just like supplying it. You know.
You bring quiero.
See.
Taco Bell.
Okay, Duolingo, and then I'll read for 25 minutes, and then I do.
What do you read?
Well, I just finished David Goggins' second book. You guys familiar?
Oh, is it called You Can't Kill Me or something
The
like
first
that?
one's You Can't Hurt Me, and this one's Never Finished.
Oh, so you're real self-help like
Well,
killer.
not like a
You're
self-help. I love David Goggins. Like, I'm obsessed with
So
him.
should I read his books?
Oh my God. Please.
He's so intense. I need it to be in like letter and word format.
The
because,
books are insane. Like I was just talking about on my podcast. I'm like, I cannot believe these books exist and not everyone's reading them. Like they're just.
Did it helpful?
Yeah.
Did it
it's
helpful?
So helpful. Like he's.
Did it helpful?
Yeah. 100%.
Okay, I'm gonna write Goggins
He's
down
a
on my book
legend.
list.
Yeah. Can't Hurt Me and Never Finished.
And you only read for 25 minutes?
Well, I just do like if I can read more later, I will. But it's like just so in case the day gets away from me, I can look back and be like, oh, I did read today. You know,
How many pages can you read in 25 minutes?
probably 25,
Right.
30.
Really,
page.
30?
I'm
I don't think
actually
so.
a pretty
Oh, you're fast.
fast reader.
Okay. Well,
Not
me,
fast.
I'm quite slow.
Yeah,
Probably get about 15, 20 pages in
but that's not bad.
in a 25-minute
Yeah.
span, maybe.
That's not
That's
bad.
not
Maybe.
That's not slow.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe 10 pages, actually.
Okay.
It kind of depends on the pages because I actually
depends on the page.
Yeah.
I do books on my phone sometimes.
Oh, Lord.
So like I
Yeah.
can make the text big and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm a fast reader.
Yeah.
I'm going page after page.
That's funny.
I've never
It's just
read a
one
book
word
like
per
that.
page,
Yeah.
and they're just short word. A.
Hey,
like
another
flying.
day in paradise.
Yeah.
So
Okay, 25 Goggins 25.
Goggins 25. We'll do a quick meditation.
meditation.
Take
huh?
out my dog, take her on a walk, and then it's like, you know, whatever I need to do that day, like podcasts, edit videos.
And what's your podcast? Let's plug it.
It's called Composed. And it's pretty much just me. I mean, I've had a few guests, but it's just kind of.
Really? Do you just talk by yourself?
She
Yeah.
goes stream almost.
You like Bill Burr
It
style?
almost sound, yes. I've heard. It's almost like stream of consciousness, kind of in a way. I mean,
Yeah.
I think you do have bullet points, I guess, but
Sometimes.
but she kind of just goes,
Yeah.
and it's really funny and good, and it's just she just goes and makes jokes and I don't know, just goes, and it's just her, and
Yeah.
it's impressive actually, just to
Yeah.
be.
Me and Brent were saying that we've seen you do stand up lately and you're like, you're one of the best.
Damn.
One of our tops right now.
Damn.
One of our go-tos.
That's
One of our go-tos.
Wow. That's an honor. And I love
It's
to
you know
hear it.
why? It's probably because you're doing all this stuff. You're putting in this work, this
I
Goggins
think
style.
I am.
Well,
I really think I am.
Because you are improvising a lot on those podcasts, right?
Yeah.
And she's been improvising on stage too a lot, I've noticed.
I think I always have.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah. But sometimes more than others.
And
Let's improvise now.
Wow.
'Cause so far it's been scripted.
Yeah. Every single word.
Tim does that joke a lot on Office Hours.
he does?
Yeah, it's like we rehearsed this show or something.
That's really funny.
Oh,
That's
man.
funny. Yeah, so you've had guests on?
I've had about 5 guests
Oh,
maybe
really?
in like 2 years.
But you have
A couple of them are repeats.
used to record them here, right?
I've recorded maybe like 4 episodes here.
In fact, Aaron recorded them.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
on All Things Comedy?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know. No one knows. No one knows that.
I
Well,
Yeah.
it is comedy, and this is all. I say the word all.
Yeah.
So that means I'm the idiot, you know, I guess. All means all.
Yeah.
Shoot, I thought when it said all, I thought it was referring to the detergent. You know?
ALL? I thought you were talking about the band. There's a band called All.
Is that right?
I think 80s or 90s.
Okay.
I could see it.
Members of Descendants, perhaps. Something like that. Anyway. Wow, I brought it to a screeching halt.
No. What do you
Yeah.
talk about on your podcast most of the time?
You know what we should do is like try to do
Day
some
to
kind of
day.
improvised thing now, where it's not an interview. I am kind of interested in. Let's finish off her day.
Okay.
Then she does what she has to do.
The day. Well, it's
And
like every day is
yeah.
kind of different.
Every day is a new day.
By the
new
way,
beginning.
speaking of the videos she's editing, check them out on Instagram, and
Yeah.
that's pretty much where you post them.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're
I mean, I
funny
spread them
videos.
out.
She has funny videos, different
Yeah.
stuff, all kinds of different things. You know,
People can't keep. I feel like people are like, "What's going on? Like, what is your?"
she's got Kevin
situation?
Nealon in a video.
Yeah,
Nealon.
Nealon himself.
Huh.
legend himself.
I did a show with Nealon
Yeah.
once. He's really funny.
Oh, he's
So
one of the funniest
funny.
comedians.
Yeah, truly.
But anyway, carry on.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm
When
just
you're
like,
done with kind of stuff you need to do, work stuff or
Yeah.
whatever, what's going on in the evening? Kind of, how are you?
I'll most likely 9 times out of 10 be watching a basketball game.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Can I say what you were doing the other day at that show?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Did you
That's
see that?
right. That was insane.
We all did this show together, and we were sitting with each other on stage.
The show is
we were
called
all next to
50
each other.
51st Jokes.
Yeah.
So they had 2 groups of comedians. So we're up there with 25 of us,
Yeah.
and we're sitting on stage one by one. Each comedian comes and does one joke.
Yeah.
Chase was sitting next to us, and we're on stage. The crowd is like staring at us.
Right. And then she's got her purse or something, or
Blocking
her
the
purse in
phone.
front of her on her lap,
Yeah.
and then in
Yeah, her
front
phone
of her
was like this.
and in front of her purse, facing her,
just like
is
with
her
a-
cell phone
a
playing a basketball
A
game.
basketball game, just fully HD game happening right here. Full Sports Center, like ESPN.
It was like especially crisp. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't like, I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't like watching some, you know what I mean, lo-fi. It was like,
Yeah.
Hilarious.
like, I was in
that you
it.
needed to see that game happening.
Well, that
What
also
was that stakes
too
on
is
that
it relaxes me a lot. Like it really relaxes me to watch basketball. So a lot of times before sets, I will be watching basketball
Really?
just on my phone because it
Why?
just puts me in a better place.
calms you down.
Yeah.
Wait, why?
Really
What's your
relaxes
connection?
me.
What's your history with basketball?
I don't know. I love it. Like I love everything about it.
About
And it's
basketball.
Like, I watch it and I just feel positive and I feel happy and light and I don't feel worried at all.
Is that a new? I mean, when did
Doesn't matter
basketball?
who
like
wins,
the
though?
last 3 years. Well, no, I have people I want to win.
what if they lose?
but-
You still feel fine?
Well, sometimes it is a bummer. Like, you know, like I like the Denver Nuggets and like if they lose, I'm like, damn, but they are first in the West right now.
What
so.
made you? Wait, hold on. There's a lot. Oh wow, this is there's a lot to delve into here.
Yeah.
I mean, what? I'm just wondering how you got into basketball in the first place. You said only the
I
last few
know.
years.
It's
and then
very
2,
organic.
why the Denver Nuggets of all
I
people?
know.
I mean, why? You
Because
know?
I love Nikola Jokic. I don't know if you guys know him. He's on the Nuggets. He's back-to-back MVP. He might actually be getting his 3rd MVP this year.
Is his name Nikola
Nikola Jokic.
Jokic?
Yeah. He's like a 7-foot like white guy from Serbia.
They just give him the ball and he just goes.
He's
drops it in.
he's a visionary.
Wait,
like
why do you-
he's like
what-
a savant
Why do you like him?
because he's so low key. Like he is so humble, like, and genuinely, like, it's not like, oh no, like, it's like he's genuinely doesn't give a fuck. He just wants to win games. He's so relaxed. He doesn't have social media. Like he's just living his life. And he wasn't even like a high pick. He was a 2nd round pick, like 46th in the draft.
Ooh.
So people are just like, whatever. And now he's like changed everything. Like he's just changed it all. And now he's the back-to-back MVP. And it's just like people are like, and he's so different. It's like he's not fast. He does things slowly. He does things his way. He's like, I'm going to make teams play my way. So it's like, I don't know. I just take a lot of lessons from basketball and think about them for comedy. Because I'm like, I see people do stand-up and I'm like, I don't relate to that. I don't do stand-up like that way. But then I feel like it's wrong because a lot of people do stand-up one way. And then I'm like, see him and I'm like, no, I just got to keep doing it my way. And then people will come to you. Like, I just, I don't know, all
Absolutely.
the
That's cool.
parallels.
That's really
and
cool.
I just love
Did
Absolutely.
he get you into basketball, or were you already into
I was
basketball?
already like on the fringe. Like I would watch the playoffs, you know, like I loved James
How did that
Harden.
happen?
I just like something about James Harden. I don't even remember the origin.
Okay, was it a player that got you into basketball?
Or was it a
Yeah.
friend?
It was more James Harden, who is a basketball player.
Tell me about him. What does he do?
James Harden, he's kind of the opposite of Nikola Jokic. Like, he's very confident and like brash and just like doesn't give a fuck, and he like will do things to bait people into fouling him, and it's like everyone thinks it's unfair, but he'll still get the call and go to the free throw line and just be like, whatever. Like, he just does.
He's a bad boy.
Yeah, a little bit. And it's like, I love him. And
how did you catch wind of him at first?
I don't even know. Actually
and that got you into watching games.
Yeah, and then I started watching Rockets games, and they were always in the playoffs, so then I started watching more, and then 2020 was the year I saw like the Denver Nuggets in full fledged, and I was just like, stop everything, stop the presses.
Were the Nuggets playing the Rockets?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
But you just had gotten to basketball at a certain point, and then you started seeing this Jokic guy.
Yeah.
And you thought, wait, who is that guy?
I just loved
What's
the
that?
team. Like, they were just like, they weren't supposed to win at all, and they were just winning all these games, and I just became obsessed. And then I just started like getting League Pass and watching every game, and just like, I know everything about basketball.
You go to the games
want to
live?
know. Yeah. I
Season
went to
pass?
2 games this season already. No.
Okay.
I like, some friends didn't want their tickets.
You ever
so I
catch
got
the
them.
T-shirt?
No, but I did get
You ever
like
get on the jumbo?
No. But I'm not really trying to. Like, I probably could if I wanted to, but
That's so crazy that this is a new thing for you too. It's
I
not
know,
something you
it's
grew up with.
taken over my life.
You didn't
like,
grow up with it.
Not really.
That's
Not really.
interesting.
But you're
Yeah.
from here?
Yeah.
I think
I
we
like
asked
the
you
Clippers.
before where you're from.
Yeah.
She
Yeah. I'm
grew up in
from
the
Studio
Valley.
City, yeah. Oh my
I have a
gosh.
question.
just
It's
get
kind of
so
like-
lost with basketball, yeah.
This is kind of a
That's really interesting.
it's kind of a random question, but it relates. You know, with like this AI stuff that you can do now, like
Yeah.
now there's an AI that can just write you a whole paper instantly, and there's like DALL-E where you can like punch in, I want to see Arnold Schwarzenegger on a rabbit and he's in the desert or whatever, and it'll just like make it.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think it'll get to the point where like any movie you wished existed or any like sporting event,
Yeah.
you'll just be able to watch it in perfect, realistic detail? Like, I want to see Djokovic. What's his name?
Jokic?
Yeah.
Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
I wanna see-
I never heard of him
Yep.
before today.
And what does
I
he
already
look
got
like?
the name.
What does he look like?
He's, tall.
Bald?
No. He has like light blonde hair, kind
Okay.
of blue eyes.
Nikola Jokic with long red hair.
Wow.
He's on a team. Here's his team: Danny DeVito, Michael Jordan, circa '86. Whatever. Larry Bird, and they're playing against whatever. You just
Yeah.
like you type in the scenario, and then you watch that.
They're
game.
playing against Skeletor.
Yeah, they're playing against Skeletor, and you put together this team. Matthew Broderick from
War Games.
from War Games, and C. Thomas Howell, and you just watch the slaughter begin. But it looks real. It's
Yeah.
Maybe 10 years from now, it gets to the point, because like I was watching a skate video the other night, and we were just kind of joking about that. Like, this one guy has long hair. I'd be like, what would we look like if he was just bald and he was wearing a helmet? What if he didn't have a helmet? Like, what if you can just customize anything you want to see ever, and that's your entertainment? I want to see the Poundcast with the episode with Chase Bernstein, but I also want
Jokic.
I want Jokic there too.
That would
And I
be
want him to have-
fucking crazy.
I want to take the conversation from the top, and he talks about what he would do with the gate.
Oh my god.
You
I
know
would
what I mean?
love to know, yeah.
He chimes in on gate.
Yeah.
That's so.
Do you think technology will get to that point
Oh yeah, I think so.
in our lifetime?
I don't know about that.
I don't even know if I want that future.
I don't want it.
I like when people make stuff, because this
Yeah.
AI stuff is like it was funny for like a week, and I've used it for comedy purposes. But
Yeah.
You have?
yeah,
Let's say what?
I've done slideshows with it, like on office hours. I would like make little slideshows. You punch in, make little funny pictures, because instead of pulling images from the web, you can make a custom one, like a guy with a long tongue or whatever. You just like make it.
It's fucked up.
So
We got to wrap up the main. 'Cause
yeah.
today's kind of a tight schedule.
Okay.
For everybody.
Should we wrap it up right now?
We probably should wrap it up.
Okay, let's
but then
wrap
We're
it
going
up.
to keep going Unzipped. Do you want to go Unzipped with
What's
us?
Zip?
We just do a little bonus half hour
Yeah.
for our
it.
Patreon subscribers. If you want to listen to the bonus half hour Unzipped, just go to patreon.com/poundcast. And that's what keeps this show cooking right along with lvjco.com. Use the code word Poundcast30 for 30% off.
And Chase,
Yeah.
mention all your stuff right now. What's your Instagram account called?
Oh.
Chase Byrne?
Chase Bernstein.
And she's going to
That's
be,
my name.
I'm pretty sure she's going to be at the Two Wet Crew show if you're in LA, March 7th. Tuesday, March 7th. Two Wet Crew, Chase Bernstein,
Wow.
I wish I could be
Carmen
there.
Christopher, and who else will we book? We don't know yet.
God.
I wish I could
Brent
be there.
won't be there,
I
sadly.
wish I was. This is
Tim
one.
Heideck will be there for the pun
Stinks.
contest. We're
That
missing
would have
you.
been fun, But yeah, it's one of the seldom nights I'm going to be out of town. But anyway,
You gotta
okay,
go to
back to
Kansas.
Chase.
Yeah.
So the Instagram is just Chase Bernstein.
Chase Bernstein.
And that's spelled Stein, which is weird because I think it should be Stein.
Well, all right.
I mean, I'm just saying. I thought it would be Stein.
Stein. That's how it always is.
EI usually is an I sound. I mean, look, it just depends on how a person pronounces their name, but EI is
Oh.
generally an I sound. IE is usually an E sound.
I-E.
I don't think I ever see the
Yeah.
Like
Show me a name.
Are
Pull
you
it
saying
up.
I-N-E or you're saying I-E? N.
or whatever. EIN is it going to be an ein sound, and then IEN is going to be an een sound, like Wien, Wien, Vienna in German, VI, or sorry, WIEN, it's Wien, or
Yeah, but
Wiener Schnitzel. And
The last name that has Steen, Stein, is a common post. What is that? What is that called? It's like a chunk of a word.
Surname?
But I'm talking about Bernstein. Suffix.
Suffix of sorts.
And it's never Stein. It's never spelled with IEN.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Wow.
That's you're saying
Wow.
that's STIEN?
EIN.
I think you're
Wait, how is yours
actually
spelled?
right.
IE?
E-I-N.
Also,
Wait,
what? Stein? Frankenstein?
but it's never spelled IEN.
No.
But Frank,
You're saying when is it ever spelled Steen?
It's never
S-T-I-E or
It's never
right.
the ST.
I-E-N? Oh, you're saying as
It's
a
never
suffix.
spelled like that.
As
That
a
looks
su-
crazy.
Yeah.
I thought I thought you were saying something
I'm
else.
talking about
As a su-
Steinbeck, Steinmart. It's never even spelled STIEN.
Oh, are there ever any IEN?
It's not even Googleable.
Oh yeah, no, Wiener. Look at Wiener.
but that's in the
That's
front
not
of the
Stein. That's
words.
Wiener.
Oh, you're saying just the there's never
We
been
gotta
a
wrap
Stein.
the show
I
up,
know what you're
folks,
saying. I know
but-
what you're saying. Yeah.
All
Okay, I
right.
got it. Yeah. Well, hey, it's weird. You know what? Names are weird because they don't make sense anyway. There's no.
Well, there's that whole Berenstain Bear thing, right? What is that?
Berenstain Bears. Yeah.
It's actually Bernstein.
Oh.
Berenstain.
Berenstain.
Because people remember it wrong or something.
Right.
Sorry,
okay, so
derail.
let's just say
Sorry to
Instagram.
derail your plug.
It's
I mean-
Chase Bernstein, and it's spell it however you think.
Spell it how it's always spelled. Spell it like it's always spelled.
And the podcast,
The podcast is called Compose.
you can find it
get
on Apple Music or Apple
Spotify,
Podcasts.
all things
Spotify.
comedy.
All things comedy.
You
All
know,
things
just
comedy.
truly wherever. I think it's
Check out the
on all
videos.
of them. The videos.
You got anything else?
I mean,
Stand up dates. Check them out.
yeah, I don't know what's coming up.
See you on the
Anyway.
court.
Oh yeah,
Courtside.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Nuggets. Go Nuggets.
Thanks to Aaron
Nuggets.
Bruntgart.
Thanks to our Poundcast
Thank you.
team. We're talking about Jack Birch. He's helping us behind the scenes. And so does Jackie Montana.
And Daniel Avila.
And Daniel Avila helping us out with TikTok. We're on TikTok. Check us out on all the social medias, The Poundcast. And that's about it. Oh, one more time, if we didn't mention it in the beginning, GoFundMe, Pound House Season 4. We are, if there's no quick link to that, but just look it up, Pound House Season 4 on Indiegogo. We are fundraising, and if you want to chip in for that. It's pinned on my Twitter, twitter.com/DougPound. Peace. Doug and Brent, talking to each other. Doug and Brent, what will they talk about today? Doug and Brent are talking to some pimples. Doug and Brent will talk to their friends